What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Yam and Spite's Tail Tidying Exhaust Express Shop. We are putting a full system on the Aprilia RS660 today. We are really excited because you got a full aero system over here provided by Motovation. So if you guys want, hit the link down below and check them out. They were very gracious enough to give us this full system on this motorcycle, and we're gonna have a ton of fun putting it on today. Well, I don't know if we're gonna have a ton of fun installing this thing, but it's gonna sound really cool when we're done with it. Stick around. Alrighty, everyone, in case you forgot, this Aprilia is a giveaway motorcycle. I am not keeping this wonderful ketchup and mustard mobile for myself. Someone is going to win this thing for free, so hit the link down below, join our amazing community at yammienoob.co, and sign up to win any of our amazing motorcycles we are giving away. We got a brand new expert bike that is showing up as well, so hit the link down below and see how you can get entered to win those bikes. Spite, let's unbox this amazing aero exhaust, right?
Let's do it.
So you guys have probably seen us install a lot of aero systems on our bikes before. I believe we put one on the R1, and there was another bike we did an aero system on, right? Or was it just the R1?
Well, both of our bikes until recently had aero systems on.
Yeah, my personal Ducati Scrambler Desert Sled had an aero system on it, and they make some really, really nice parts. I trust aero a lot. They make some cool stuff. And this system is not as popular for the RS660 because it does have a small, very small, catalytic converter in the link pipe, which I think is great because it means it'll be legal for emissions basically anywhere you take this thing, and you don't have to worry so much for a tune. But a lot of guys want that full system experience. So if you want the full system, I'd say SC Project, but I think the aero is going to be quite nice.
The problem is right now, SC projects are getting sold out faster than they can print them. So
yeah, they're literally back ordered for like 6 weeks. So we went with the aero system because otherwise we wouldn't get an exhaust on this Aprilia. That is a nice pipe. Look at that. That's nice. Look at the welds.
Yeah, I mean, just super well done. Nice, almost dropped it there. Pulling the Linus Tech Tips.
I was about to say, is like someone said that I'm the Linus Tech Tips of the motorcycle world. And I was like, I'll take that. Funny enough, if you guys didn't know, Linus is a big fan of motorcycles and actually is an SV650 owner himself. We've actually chatted once before, and I told him he's more than welcome to come down to Austin and dick around with any of our bikes so long as he doesn't drop them. Don't drop my bikes, Linus.
And there we have our resonator that is going to be in line with this bike. You might think that it's a little bit big, but it really isn't, honestly. Compared to the catalytic converter that's already on the motorcycle, this is a substantial decrease in size. So
look at all this delicious hardware.
I always love it when we get gaskets in there, and they give it. The aero gives you the nice spring puller tool that we're not going to use because we have mechanics picks. But
yep. I also really like Aero's like little brackets that they give you. That's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
This looks good.
Yep, that's a link pipe.
Andrew, of course, you'll put a nice sound effect. That's a good 12 pounds, for sure. Damn, dude.
I can't see what I'm doing.
I know, but I can, and I'm just like, ah! Yeah! Oh, yeah! You did it! You did it! You did it! Oh yeah, for God's sake. You did it. You did it. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, now we get to put all the fairings back on.
We got to put the O2 sensor back in place first.
Yeah, there's that too.
I did it.
Also, I like how we've done no pieces to camera this entire time.
Yeah, just sullenly working on this motorcycle.
Yeah, we can talk about how it's like, well, this is what happens when you have a annoying-ass fully faired bike.
Yeah.
and gentlemen, for the first time in a while, we just got to work and installed this exhaust. We didn't really talk to you guys while we did it because Luigi put this thing together like IKEA. Like, it was crazy how hard it was to get some of this stuff off. The battle of the spring.
Yep. The
right?
spring was very difficult to get onto the left side head. It was very, very difficult. We had to undo one of the O2 sensors, pull it out to give us enough room to push the spring into place.
Yeah.
And it claimed a pretty good chunk of your hand.
Yeah, I was going at it earlier and slipped off, and I don't even know what my hand hit, but I took so much damage. The Aprilia scored a critical hit on old Yam here.
It was super effective.
Yeah, this really hurts. We already got the baffle out on the exhaust, which is, as you guys can see, not as much of a baffle, but just a tiny little, end piece to control some of the exhaust flow out of there, but we're not going to need it where we're going. And it's a really beautiful looking piece, though. I gotta say, it was a bit of pain in the butt to install. But I think with this little carbon fiber shield right there, the aero system, this is a great pipe for this bike. But it remains to be seen how it sounds. So now we're gonna go get a sound clip of this motorcycle. Well, guys, I think that sounds pretty sweet, but I tell you what, I'm gonna put my helmet on and go see how it sounds as we row through the gears a little bit on this bike, and we're gonna wrap this video up.
You're gonna row through the gears?
I'm gonna row right through them.
Right, like, yeah.
I'm gonna row through the gears. We're gonna click through the gears, sneak through the gears, whatever you wanna say. Alrighty, guys, full squid mode Yam here. Please forgive me. We are in the middle of summer here in Texas, and I am just taking this bike out for a very quick spin. And I only had leather jackets at the shop, and I did not want to wear leather, so I'm not wearing any jackets. But I am wearing SMX boots, gloves, and helmet, of course. Let's get a sound clip of this full exhaust, shall we? I think it's really nice. It sounds really, really good. Really changed the character of this little engine. If I can get it into neutral. Typical Aprilia, I guess, right? It's got such a pronounced bark to it. Obviously very similar to the MT-07, because that is, the exhaust sound that it has here. But if you take a listen, it's really, really nice. You can also see the titanium starting to blue over here. It looks so stunning. This is a super cool setup for this motorcycle. Highly recommend it if you've got an Aprilia RS660. Let's take a listen to how this thing sounds when you're actually rolling through the gears here, shall we? I've said it many times, but this has a very Ducati-like sound to it, man. I know Aprilia probably doesn't want to hear me say that, but it does. It has a very Ducati flavor to it. I'm going to click it up into fourth because I want you guys to hear these downshifts. Fourth gear here. Click it down. Grab first there. Such a fun motorcycle. Oh, I love the RS660. It's got such a lovely bark to it, man. It's got such a nice tone to it. There's really no other way to put it. Sounds exotic, sounds expensive, especially when you pair it with the up-down quick shifter. You can get a similar-ish sound out of this from an MT-07. It doesn't rev out as high. An MT-07 doesn't, as the RS660, and it just doesn't have the same kind of snarl to it at the top end of the register here. And it's really nice too when you're just sitting at a light. You can just blip it, and I love the tone. Listen, very, very Ducati, and I say that as a very, very nice compliment to the RS660 because it is not priced like a Ducati sport bike, but it feels like 90% of a Ducati Panigale, guys. It's ridiculous, especially a V2. I think if you're looking at the V2, you should look at one of these, because this is badass. We'll get a little pull here, shall we? Sounds freaking awesome, dude. Seriously? This is a 660 parallel twin? Nah. This sounds like an 800 V twin that's been hopped up
It's so cool. What a sweet sound. Forget everything you know about parallel twins. This is not your R3s. This is not your Ninja 650s. The sound this thing makes is premium, exotic, nice. It's really, really special. Just listen to the revs. Just it reminds me a lot of a TL1000 or something like that, like an old 90s big V-twin, you know? God, that's good. God, this is a good bike. I often forget because I don't ride it as much as I can, but this is such a sweet bike, and I'm really stoked that we're giving it away because I don't have the time or the bandwidth to enjoy it as it should be enjoyed. But someone is going to be really happy with this thing, guys. And as I mentioned in the beginning, it is a giveaway bike, so hit that link down below on yammie.co. Get yourself signed up to win this fantastic motorcycle. And as we mentioned, this aero system does have a catalytic converter in it, so you're not going to have to run out and immediately get yourself a tune on it. You can just get by with not running a tune for a little bit. We are definitely going to put a rapid bike on this motorcycle so that we get it all squared away and get the air to fuel looking just nice and pretty for this new exhaust. But as of right now, it runs and rides super, super, super nice. I'm really, really stoked on this motorcycle with how it runs and rides. Like, you can be so proud to own this thing, dude. You can be so proud of this exhaust sound. You don't have to make any excuses about it. You know, you don't have to sit there and say, oh, you know, it's good for a 650, it's good for a parallel twin. No, it just sounds good. It just makes good power. It just looks good. It just feels good to ride. You don't have to make any excuses with the RS660. This bike is just simply good. Alright guys, with that, I'm going to go back to the shop and stop squitting around so much, not even wearing a jacket out here on these streets of Austin, Texas. Remember, as I mentioned, giveaway motorcycle. Make sure you hit the link down below. Get yourself signed up to win it. We'll catch y'all in the next one. See you later.
And just like that, when you least expect it, Cowboy Yammie is back at it once again. Why don't you click this video right here? You let me know what you think of it, okay? Leave me a nice comment, subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, do all those nice things, and y'all have yourselves a good day.